Damian Mckenzie slots a late conversion to win it for the All Blacks, 24-22. In a game, the All Blacks had no right winning. Drama from the start, the haka face-off right until the last minute. George Ford misses a drop goal to potentially win it for England. England will be kicking themselves. They had this one in the bag. But All Blacks do what they do. They hang in there to a 2-point win. 2-point thriller in Twickenham. What a game. Before we get into it, let me know in the comments what you guys thought of the game. Who played well, who didn't. What went wrong for the All Blacks to start off with, and then for England at the end. Who was your man of the match? Let me know in the comments. Hit that subscribe while you're there. Let's get into it. So we'll stay on England first. Oh man, they had this one in the bag. If there was ever an opportunity to put it to the All Blacks and finally get one over them, it was this game. Leading by, was it 7 or 8 points? 8 points with 10, 15 minutes to go. Big turning point for me was the replacement of Marcus Smith, bringing George Ford on. I don't know why they did that. Maybe thinking his experience and his kicking ability would help them to seal the deal at the end. Marcus Smith was 100% off the tee. Yes, he missed 2 drop goal attempts, but he was 100% off the tee. He created got the intercept that got Faiwa Boso's try. He had the ball on the string. Why sub a man? When your quarterback's playing well, when your quarterback's just don't take him off. You leave Tom Brady on there. Now, I'm not saying Marcus Smith is Tom Brady, but when Marcus Smith's having a good game, you leave him on the field. Come on. I thought they did really well. England did really well with ball in hand, carrying the ball, getting over the advantage line a lot of times. And I think it was mainly because the ball runner had so many options. He had his inside play, he had someone outside, he had someone out the back. And when he's running with ball in 2 hands, the defense, you're in doubt. So you don't know if he's going to carry the ball, he's going to pass. As you could see, or as it was happening, All Blacks weren't sure as well. They were tackling guys without the ball all the time. So that was definitely something that England really caught the All Blacks out on. So it was ball carrier carrying the ball strong towards the line, right up in the All Blacks' faces, and the ball carrier had a ton of options. So he's throwing those dummies or he's throwing the balls out the back. And either if he's dummying and carrying, All Blacks aren't able to make dominant tackles because they're kind of sitting, waiting for a decision to be made by the ball carrier. And that way, England were really getting good go forward like that. A lot of soft penalties conceded by the All Blacks let England just roll into that game, get the penalty early on to go 3-0 up. What I thought on the opposite side of the ball, so defending-wise, England really good pressuring All Blacks, coming up together in a line. It was almost like there was 2 lines, so you'd have a front runner, someone would just fly out and try and tackle the ball carrier, ball and all. And even if he missed that, you'd have that second line coming up and applying the pressure there. The only thing with that is, like, the positive of that is if you make a ball and all tackle, you've caught the attacking team way behind that advantage line and you can apply pressure to that ruck. The negative of that is if you miss that tackle and they get through like that, it's hard to kind of redirect everyone to turn around and try and make those cross-cover tackles. You get caught out sometimes then on a chip kick, and when direction is changed behind the ruck, you can get caught out like that. Good pressure at scrum time in the first half. That England scrum was really, really strong in the first half, and it kind of swapped around in the second half. Then All Blacks got ascendancy in the second half with the scrums. Marcus Smith's drop goal attempts, I think, man, their game plan was probably, whenever we get into the 22, let's put points on. If it's a penalty, a goal kick, let's put a drop goal, let's put points on. And there's twice where I thought the first time he attempted it, they did have the advantage. I get it. The second time they didn't have the advantage. You kind of had a roll on. You had momentum go for a drop goal then in the first half still, probably not the best idea. Probably shows, like I said, it maybe shows their game plan, or it shows the kind of lack of confidence they have in themselves to score tries. Faiwa Bosso's try, Marcus Smith, just brilliant. Again, and it's credit to England's defense really pushing up together, which allows these players that have the awareness of where they think the ball's going to end up. And then 9 out of 10 times they're right. He reads the play nicely, gets the intercept there, and he still had a lot of work to do. Wasn't going to score it himself. Few dummies here, draw and pass, lopped it over, and no one's stopping Faiwa Bosso. It goes over to score. It was That's a great try there. And just credit to England's defense. The contestable kicks worked really well. Faiwa Bosso and Freeman in the air were really good. But on the other hand, Mark Talia was really good in there. Will Jordan was good in the air as well. Again, Marcus Smith, 6 out of 6. I don't know why they took him off. I don't know why they took him off. Why? Bauthers, tell us. Let us know. My standouts for England, 6, 7, and 8. Cunningham South, Curry, Ben Earl, outstanding, man. Work rate through the absolute, here's the roof, their work rate is up here somewhere. Man, just tackles after tackles, carries after carries, rucks after rucks. Really, really good. And Hunt together, pretty good. I like that nice combination there. And then Faiwa Bosso was outstanding. Good with ball in hand, good at those contestable kicks. And just so elusive, so hard to tackle, it seems like. Him and Mark Talia, that's a nice little battle there because they're kind of similar style player. But Faiwa Bosso was really, really good. Then going over to the All Blacks, man, had no right winning this one. But they did. That many penalties, that many errors, not a clinical performance at all, but still winning it, still hanging in there to win it and win it late. Mark Talia scored in the 77th minute, I think it was. And I said before, the preview before this, All Blacks' last 20 minutes have been the worst it's ever been this past year. So for them to realize we're in the last 20 minutes here, we're behind by 8 points, I think it is. We need to dig deep, and dig deep they did. So they deserved the win, but they had no right winning it, if that makes sense. Big turning point was Cody Taylor's concussion early on. Moore had to come on. It was this is your time to shine. Lineouts first half, fantastic. Great. Hitting your jumpers, quick, let's play. Second half, what the blinkers on, blindfolds on. Lineout just went like, and the scrum went like, so it was very interesting there. So in the first half, All Blacks struggled in the scrum, I thought, and were good at lineouts. And then in the second half, really good at scrum time, but then struggled at the lineouts. I don't know. I don't know. Just needs to work. Just the timing. Sometimes I'm like, sometimes it's a throw, but then sometimes it just looks like the timing is totally out. So you can't even blame it all on Moore. But first opportunity, the All Blacks, so it was all England that first quarter, but the first opportunity All Blacks get, Mark Talia scores. Your standard around the corner, not really getting over that advantage line, but making meters slowly, gets to the edge. It's a 3-on-3, give the ball to Wallace Sititi. Oh man, he's just so good at working defenders, working space, drawing defenders in, being able to ride contact, so contact from both sides and still get a little offload through, and you're not stopping Talia that close to the line. It's beautiful, man. It just shows the level that this kid is playing with at the moment, and still so young. His first year in international rugby, and just the cool, calm collectiveness at the way he plays. It wasn't even just this play. Like anytime he got the ball, breaks, tackles, busts through, makes meters, strong carrier of the ball, strong defensively, good in the lineouts as well. He's honestly fantastic play. If he doesn't get breakthrough player of the year, can he get player of the year? Can you get both? Holy. If someone was going to get both awards, I'm putting my hand up for Wallace Sititi. A lot of soft penalties I thought All Blacks gave away, like the tackling the player without the ball. There was a number of them, ended up getting a yellow card late for that. And it just allowed England to roll into the game. And Jeff Wilson said it a ton of times on commentary. England are happy to go from set piece to set piece. So when you're giving them these penalties, they're happy. They walk into the line out. They walk into the scrum. That's what they want. They don't want the All Blacks to get in those 3, 4, 5 plus phases, because that's when the All Blacks shine. So All Blacks were kind of playing into England's style like that. Will Jordan's try was beautiful setup. So they were reading the England's defense. That defense was shooting up out of the line pretty much the whole game. In the first half, they did a few chip kicks over. Beauden Barrett did. Artie Savia did. But then another style of breaking, another way to break a rush defense, changing direction behind the ruck. So you're going the same way, and then you change direction. We saw it in the Rugby Championship with Los Pumas against the Springboks. Springboks also have a big rush defense. Albornoz was changing direction behind the ruck, and now we've seen Beauden Barrett. England got a big rush defense, but this move keeps both sides of the ruck true. So if you want a rush defense, you better be doing it on both sides of the ruck. And England got caught out here. They're only doing it on the one side. Change direction. Beauden Barrett comes down the other side. Little inside ball. Will Jordan goes over to score. You're not touching him there. Goes over untouched. Man, you got to give it to All Blacks. The amount of errors, the amount of missed opportunities, and they still just hung in there and to win it, man. There's a couple of times where you think, oh, now's the time. You got to score here from a line out. I think there was one on the 50th minute. Just they want to play up-tempo. They want to get the ball in play, want to get phases together, but they missed the line out a couple times after that as well. Oh, man. I do have a question mark around so Beauden Barrett's try goes over to score, okay? It got pulled back for a knockdown by Caleb Clark. But if you listen, I'm going to try and get the clip for this. If you listen, Caleb Clark rushes out, knocks the ball down, okay? The ref says advantage. England play on. They play on to the point the ref says advantage over. Then All Blacks get the turnover and Beauden Barrett goes to score. Now, I get this is a professional foul, the knockdown, but what about that? Like, if you've played the advantage, you know what happened. You saw the knockdown, so you play the advantage. You've played advantage over, and then you only call it back after the opposing side scores a try. So that was definitely an interesting call there. All Blacks, struggled to string phases together in the second half. I mean, credit to England. Ball was kind of scrappy at line. If you're not winning your set piece, it's really hard to play rugby, and that's something All Blacks definitely have to work on. We talk about Mark Talia's try. Holy. Get subbed back on, right? Hugging the touchline, twinkle toes. It was the look at George Ford, goosey for me there. Fend and dots down in the corner. You're going, as soon as he got the ball and went for the goosey, I was like, you have to go low. You have to go low. George Ford, not the best, most 10s on, but George Ford, not the best tackler. Mark Talia with the twinkle, goosey toes over in the corner. And Damian Mckenzie, ice in his veins. Let's go. Kickers love this. 3 minutes to play, touchline kick. Little smile up at the camera. Slots it beautiful. He hits it just right of the upright and curls back in. Let's Oge Damian Mckenzie. How good. Oh, man. 22-24. My standouts, Wallace Sititi, fantastic. I said in the preview here, or in the review, already mentioned how good he was, what he was doing well, but just, man, every game I feel like he goes to a new level, and you just can't wait for the next one. Next game versus Ireland, let's see, man. But Wallace Sititi, fantastic. Oh, what a game. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought. Who played well, who didn't. Oh, man, England kicking themselves. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.